Hi guys, welcome back and happy Saturday to you. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a DIY N95-ish type of mask, which should offer very similar level of protection. Of course, it's never going to be exactly the same as an N95, but in desperate times, right? Better have something close than nothing at all. So here is my kind of homemade idea. That's just lipstick, though. And I will show you all the parts. So if you are interested in learning how to make a mask that has a higher level of protection, let's get into it. All right, and guys, I have to do this disclaimer because it's YouTube. I can't make any medical comments about how protective this filter will be outside of just using good common sense and the basic understanding of science. So you will need to start with a Merv 13 filter, and you can still get these anywhere. And what we're shooting for is the same sort of being able to catch the same size particles. So an N95 filters out to the 0.3 micron level. Coronavirus is 0.1, but it also has to be attached to something for it to be floating for you to inhale it, like a respiratory particle or droplet. So that's why I would be able to catch it in a mask. This is just a cool image I saw, and you can see that even surgical masks provide some layer of protection. So this mask, of course, much better than nothing. And again, we'll be using the Merv 13 filter, and you can see on the right here that it filters down to the virus level. All right, so back to the video. So you have a Merv 13 filter, and you're just going to want to tear away the little, it's like very light kind of cardboard, and you just kind of keep your finger close to it so you're not, ripping the surface of the actual Merv filter. And so you're just going to take all of that off on both sides and then kind of break the carton away from it. And then this is what you will be left with. One side looks like this. It has this very light wiring. And then the other side is just sort of this soft, like filtery type material like this. And it has this very accordion type shape. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to measure out something that is 6 inches tall and 9 inches wide. And you can get about 8 filters out of each of these filters, and of course more if it's for children. So again, that measurement was 6 by 9, and 9 inches is the width. And then so very carefully, once you cut your little piece, go ahead and pull back. And this stuff is kind of sharp, so if you wanted to wear gloves, go crazy. It didn't hurt my fingers, but just try to keep your hands close to it as you're pulling it back, because that'll reduce the amount of stuff that you're pulling off the top. So once you have that, now we are ready to start building our filter our mask, and then go ahead and turn your glue gun on. All right, so grab a pair of old leggings would be best, or a t-shirt. I mean, pretty much any kind of cloth, but if it stretches, it's going to be a little bit better. And then you want to measure out. Now I'm just cutting straight from the leg, and you're going to see me cut a piece that is sort of 7 inches long. And it's just a rough measurement, and of course this is going to change based on your face. This one was for my face. And then also cut another 1 inch strip, and I'll show you what to do with that at the end. All right, so now we're just going to kind of slide our hand in between the layer. Again, this could be a t-shirt sleeve, that would be ideal, anything like that. This would be a good time to get rid of some of those unwanted t-shirts. All right, so now we have this piece, and just go ahead and lay it out. All right, now we're gonna take that Merv filter that we had, and you can see it already has this sort of nice accordion pleating done for us, so that is fantastic. So what we're going to do is just sort of take the layers and pinch them back together, but obviously there's not going to have that metal. Now you can use either hair ties, rubber bands, doesn't really matter. You can tie the ends off with anything you like, even a pipe cleaner. I just happen to use these because this is what I had sitting there. So go ahead and wrap them really, really tight, and then run your fingers down those little channels so you can make sure that you have the grooves correct, and then pinch it as close to the end as possible, but not so close that the little ties are going to slide off. And then you will see here in a second that voila, now we have the base for our mask. Okay, so we're just gonna open that up a little bit. So you wouldn't want that right up against your face because that might not be super comfortable. And also that right there by itself, even though it is a decent level of protection, we're gonna add something which might seem sort of weird to you guys, and that is a Maxi Pad. And why are we going to do that? Because it has a super absorbent layer and also a layer that pulls moisture away, well, in this case, from your face. So we are going to, and again, I know that this may seem strange, guys, but this is much, much better than having nothing. So these are just from the Dollar Tree, and I think they come 20 to a pack for, you guessed it, $1. So go ahead and open it up. And then what you're going to do is, so you're going to have that little sticky backing, which we're going to need in a minute. But we need to cut some of this off because we need it to sit inside that sort of little mask area. So just go ahead and fold it in half. And you're really just kind of trimming those excess ends. I mean, I am cutting into the pad a tiny little bit, but not a lot, as you can see. And guys, this doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it's a single use, throw it away when you're done situation. So what you're going to do is sort of gently just push that in there. And what that's going to do is obviously provide yet another layer of protection, which is what we're going for, but also give it more of that mask kind of dome type of shape to keep it up off your face. So there you go. We're done. No, I'm kidding. We're not. We're not done, but we're getting there. All right, so now we're going to take that piece of cloth that we cut and we're going to put this here. And so the idea is that we're going to drop a line of hot glue right there around the very, very top. And you see me doing that right here. And then what I'm going to do is take the very edge and I'm going to fold it over. And now we're just kind of closing everything in, sort of, again, giving ourselves another layer of protection. Of course, cloth probably doesn't really offer very much protection at all. But look, let's triple duty this thing. And then you're going to spin it around and you're going to do the exact same thing. So again, make sure that you're just gluing the very edge because you need to leave room for that mask to expand when we're done. So you're just going to put the glue right around the very, very top and then pull just the edge right here. And that's what you see me sort of fighting with here. And then you're going to want to really pinch it so that you have a nice, you know, as clean and crisp of an edge as you can. We're going to drop a dot of glue here over one of these ends. And we're going to crisscross the remaining material to help give it that sort of mask cup type shape. And then you're going to bring it down and then you're just going to put another drop of glue. This is for all my people who don't know how to sew like myself or just don't feel like it. And then go ahead and cross that up. And so now you have one little band, and if you really want to make it nice and clean, which I did, I'm just going to put another little line of glue and press it in, and then one side of my mask is pretty much complete. So there you go. Now we're just going to do the other side. So again, put a little drop of glue here and pull it down over. Making sure that you pull it in sort of that angle is important when you put the mask on because it does help to provide the right shape. All right, guys, so now we have this and we're done. Nope. Oh, hello, friend. He was stuck to my finger. The last thing that we need to do is tin foil. We're going to bake something. No, we're not baking. We're going to finish this thing off. So what are we going to do with tin foil? We are going to attempt to give ourselves a customized fit. So you're going to take about a 12-inch long piece, and then you're going to take a ruler and just kind of bend it over on itself. You just keep going. That's what you're going to see me doing here for a second. And we're creating a line, and I'm going to show you how to use this. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this. I did it because I want this thing sitting as close to my face as humanly possible. So that's why I'm doing this part. Again, feel free to skip it. And then so you're going to take whatever you have left and just place it on the table. And then use your, exactly what you see me doing here. Just crease it in half and then fold it over on itself. That's just going to make it a little bit thicker and give you a little bit more of an ability to shape this thing to your face. That was my phone. Oops. Anyway, all right, so the very last thing that we're going to do is we're going to affix this to your mask with some hot glue. So find kind of your center point and then go ahead and add your hot glue. And just do that very top sort of crescent moon type piece for the first part, and then I'll show you how to finish it off. And so you really, really want to press this in with your fingers so you can get a nice tight seal. All right. And then all we have to do is secure these last little pieces. But what you do not want to do is secure them straight across the top. And I'm going to show you here in 1 second what you do not want to do. And so this is what you do not want to do. You do not want to take it and glue it right there, which is what I did the first couple times. I built this mask about 10 different times until I got it right. You want to glue it straight down, and that will help you to crease it into sort of just over your cheekbones so that you're getting a nice, comfortable, relatively actually tight fit to your face. I mean, when in Rome, guys, this is not a perfect solution. That's obvious. And anybody that wants to add, let me come back to that. So you just cut a little hole, fold the material in half and just cut a little tiny hole. And then that's where you're going to use that little extra strip that I told you about in the beginning. And then we're going to go over to the other side. And again, just crease the material, just cut a teeny tiny little hole. and then you're going to just push it through. Then we're going to see how this thing looks. So you just push it through. There you go. Okay, y'all are about to see me with very little makeup on because of this. So you can see this is what we're working with. But all right. So I was talking here, but I decided to keep recording because the video was, or the audio was not good. So then we're just going to put it over our heads, which is okay because this is a clean mask. This is what you'd be putting on before you left. And then you're not going to put it behind your ears. You can, but I did not find it comfortable there. You can just cinch it up right behind your neck. This is great because you can adjust it to anybody's head size, tie it off. If you're worried about it, you can cut those little ties off or just leave them there so you can look like a cool little ninja, whatever floats your boat. And then you're going to hold the top of the mask and pull it under. And that's where you're going to get a nice cup sort of fit up around the bottom of your throat. And so now you can see. So it's a little bit thicker, but hey, I'm here for the protection. So that gives us a Merv 13 filter plus the Maxi Pad plus the covering of the cloth. And this is certainly better than a surgical mask. And as you can see, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, I wouldn't wear it on a first date, but yeah, this will work for what we're going for. I mean, guys, if you can't find them, anything is better than nothing. And I'm just saying here that you can cut it off when you're done with it, so you don't even have to reach behind your ears and potentially contaminate yourself. Just cut it off and let it fall straight, to the ground or into the trash, and there you go, no possibility for contamination. And so right here, also you can kind of retrofit these little masks, and so you see that little piece right there. That's what you would press into your face to kind of get that nice tight fit. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Bye-bye.